Welcome to TuberChat. If you are on your way towards 1,000, 2,000, or even 10,000 subscribers, then you've come to the right place. We're going to introduce you to some of the most influential content creators that can help to get your channel moving beyond your first 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 hours of watch time. So thank you everybody for coming in. It has been a long week and a half. I usually don't do that kind of thing. Everything is fine, but I did come down with a couple of things one after the other, and am at about 90 to 95%. So we will fight our way through the next couple of days. Michael's Adventures, by the way, can't be with us today. He sends his regards. He always does that when he is working. He's a beloved and dedicated moderator and a dear friend here. As well, tomorrow is Sam's Vlogs Trains and More's birthday. So we're going to be happy to celebrate their birthday live stream. That will be at 4 p.m. Eastern. He happens to be in the UK, so it must be around 11 a.m. his time, if I'm getting that right. Thank you everybody for coming in, and pardon me while I sniffle and hopefully don't cough too much. We're also trying out a different webcam here and microphone that goes along with it, so pardon me if the audio is not up to snuff. I know the video is a little bit dark. I'll think about getting a light at some point. But thank you everybody again for coming in. I've got quite a few names on the wheel already, but the first channel that we're looking at today is Operation Capsaicin. This is somebody who's been a friend for a long time, and you wonder to yourself who's still going to be with you a year or two down the road. I'm not sure if it's quite been a year with Operation Capsaicin yet, and that's almost a good thing when you start to literally forget how long you've been friends with people or how long you've been supporting each other, because it really does start to be that long. So I hope everybody will find that motivating, especially if you're just starting out. For anybody that's brand new in the chat today, hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators here. Everybody's willing to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat. If you take your time, meet people one by one, and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description, you'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time, if that's what you would like. Hope Bus thought I was just tanned. Yeah, it's an interesting, different webcam. One of these days I'll talk about like the different equipment in the background, stuff like that, and let you know exactly what's happening and why. But this one here, I've obviously got to move back a little bit. It's kind of right in my face here. And then hopefully everybody's feeling welcome, like I said. Now, Operation Capsaicin does something interesting on their channel. You'll notice on the banner, they've got a lot of hot sauces there. This creator is going to help us understand peppers themselves. I looked up capsaicin to understand like why this creator named their channel that way. I'll leave it up to you to go and look, but it has to do with the active ingredient that makes spicy things spicy. Operation Capsaicin will help us understand how to determine what type of different products or sauces or other ingredients we might enjoy in different types of foods and different things, so that not everybody can be comfortable. So for instance, myself personally, I don't like a lot of heat. I really can't take it, to be honest with you. But I love the taste of some of the hot sauces that are out there. Operation Capsaicin is able to help us understand what kind of things we might enjoy regardless of our heat tolerance, let's just say. So there's a lot to this channel. As you can see, all three types of content, including videos, shorts, and live streams. And the live streams often involve engaging conversation between creators where they're discussing different elements of all these different things. So hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with them. They're just over 200 subscribers right now. We'd love to push them a little bit farther towards the 300 that they're thinking about. And then we feature a different channel every single day on TuberChat based on impact and generosity that I see within our community. We do that across all of our social networks, including Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Reddit, and on the thumbnails of our videos, as you have seen. And the idea there, of course, is so that you have the opportunity to meet literally hundreds of loyal and dedicated supporters, even when we're not live streaming. And then the channel isn't on the screen. Thank you, Sam's Vlogs Trains and More. My goodness, I'm looking right at it. and realizing that I've got an issue. So let's do a quick tutorial for everybody who didn't catch. I don't know how many times people have been trying to tell me. You have to forgive me, I'm behind in the chat when we get started. Let me get Operation Capsaicin up here for a few minutes. I'm going to show you my Streamlabs for those of you who are new to Streamlabs, or even if you use it and wonder to yourself what on earth can be done to fix something like that. I'm working with dual monitors here, and the problem is I've got the wrong monitor picked here. So it's a simple drop-down menu just by using the properties for an element in your scene. I'm using a display capture to bring in an entire monitor into that green square that you see. So forgive me for that. Operation Capsaicin, here's their channel right here. As you can see, 202 subscribers right now, and like I said, all 3 types of content on this channel. So like I said, I've got lots of names on the wheel already. Scratch and PPA, of course, is one of the most supportive creators that I've met on all of YouTube. I've got them on the wheel along with a lot of our members. Leanne's Chit Chat Corner, which is the second channel from Crocheting with Leanne, is on there with Come Hither with Heather from Australia. Chris's Clever Craft is in the house as Kaiser Gaming YT. Rich Cat Ranch is here with Ordered Steps. And my dear, dear, dear friend, you remember her as Vern's Junk Closet. She recently renamed her channel to Elevate with Vern to more suit the content that she puts out. And then Lenny the Lawyer Live, thank you so much for giving me another super chat. I really do appreciate that. They've done that many, 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 many times. And I see that Defrauding Charlatans is coming in with one as well. So thank you for that. For that reason, we're going to look at both of these channels right after Operation Capsaicin here. But let me just see what Lenny the Lawyer Live had to say. Is this true? Even if a video has been uploaded, can you change it to closed captions and keep it that way? Also, is it true it helps YouTube know more about your channel? And how useful is artificial intelligence? So that's 3 loaded questions in one there. But so closed captions, I believe, are something that the viewer puts on for themselves. Now, you have to forgive me if I'm being caught with something that I'm just not very much versed in. I haven't done a lot of work with closed captions. One of the things you can do is upload specific closed captions files for your YouTube videos, and that will help the elements that come up on the screen for people who might be hearing impaired to be able to understand exactly what's being said. YouTube does a best guess, but as we've all likely seen, it's not near accurate. So that can help, not to mention you can translate those apparently into different languages as well. But likely anything that you can add into the background of YouTube is going to help, because YouTube's algorithm reads everything. Not only can it listen to every single thing that's said in different videos and understand the different languages, but especially when it comes to English, it's able to read everything in the background. I say especially English. I'm sure there's many different languages that are at the top of the list of popularity in the background of the algorithm, but I'm sure everybody understands what I mean when I say that. And so when we talk about descriptions, tags, and things like that, I really don't talk about closed captions, but it is something that is a bit more of an advanced topic than what we usually get into here, but absolutely helpful. And then that will definitely help. Anything that is keyword heavy, whether we're talking about the keywords themselves, hashtags, tags, whether we're talking about titles or descriptions or closed captions, anything that gives YouTube an idea of exactly what your content contains is very much helpful. Not to mention the fact that when somebody searches for something, if they happen to use a keyword that is very consistent on your channel and then is satisfied by what they find when they get to your channel and the video that's been presented to them by the YouTube recommendation system, then YouTube gets to understand, hey, this is a great fit for what this person is searching for, if all of this makes sense. I know I'm dancing around back and forth, but anything, like I said, that's keyword heavy is really going to help YouTube understand your channel. So it's a great way to put it, Lenny the Lawyer Live, by the way. And then it helps you get found. And the more you get found for specific things that you're trying to push, the more you're going to rise up the search results for those particular terms or keywords, if that makes sense as well. My dear goodness, pardon me while I struggle a little bit here. And then I see I'm missing some action in the chat. Crocheting with Leanne just dropped a super chat as well, so thank you for that. I'm going to put Crocheting with Leanne up right after Defrauding Charlatans, pardon me. Sniffing like crazy. I'll try not to do it too much. And coughing. I'm almost at the end of whatever it is that's been going on with me, but it's just lingering. I'm at the annoying stage where I whine and complain about it a lot. I see the Bud Files is here. I've got them on the wheel. They happen to be members. Now, forgive me, I haven't done a very good job of introductions today. Again, we're looking at Operation Capsaicin, and then I see some familiar faces, some we haven't seen in a while. Macix team, good to see you here. Carly Geisha is in the house. Fanatic Guide, a longtime supporter of all of my channels. Gloria's Platter as well. Now, she's got a live stream coming up that's going to start, I believe, in about an hour. Now, I could be mistaken about that. If Gloria's Platter is still on after TuberChat in about 2.5 hours, we will go and raid her for a live stream that she's got going on. If that's not the case, then we'll find something else to raid. Good Cemetery's Gone Bad. Good to see you here. Jan Hines is in the house. And MS Queen T is in the building. And Nita VR Designs is here. Patty Fish, it's good to see you. I see that creator out supporting others all the time. The Bullock Experience, it's good to have you back. The Gaming Ham, thank you for continuing that membership. I did notice your highlighted milestone message earlier. And lovely Abs 900 What, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. And once in a while I see a channel in the chat, and I know it's become a thing for a couple of channels to rename often. So I'm, we'll be curious to see the effects that that has on the YouTube recommendation system. But it's interesting to see how some creators are changing their names frequently, unless they're coming in with different accounts and things like that. And then forgive me if I have, I know I've missed a lot during the chat. I always do while we're doing the introductions. But I see Defrauding Charlatans is talking about you can edit closed captions in Instagrams. You can likely do that in most social networks where video is involved. TikTok apparently, I see in the chat as well, might include that. So one of the things that you'll notice is that you can change a lot of different things about your YouTube videos, especially when it comes to what we call the metadata, which is the title, description, tags, hashtags, closed captions, and things like that. You can change them pretty much as often as you'd like, and that can give a bit of new life to older videos, especially if you're going to catch a trend, right? Rock Chick Beauty, good to see you here from the UK. AG Born Jamaican is in the house. And then so for those of you who noticed, I moved tomorrow's live stream. I was expecting to do a bunch of family stuff, and we have delayed that just because of the not everybody in the family is feeling 100% this week, so we'll wait until everybody's 100%. And in the meantime, that gives us the opportunity to catch Sam's Vlogs, Trains, and More tomorrow for his birthday live stream. Forgive me for anything that I missed in the chat. Come Hither with Heather dropped a highlighted milestone message, so thank you for that. Thank you for continuing that membership. Lenny the Lawyer Live, no unboxing for these particular webcams. Something came up, you know, about that Friday night gig I'm doing on another channel, and the webcam I'm using today was one of the ones that I got for that particular gig. I'm just trying it out for today here, but they are, I'm just using it as an excuse, but they are not very expensive webcams or anything like that. There's really not much to see or show. I might do something after. I've still got the box. I actually got 2 of them, but we'll see. Todd Christmas Clatter, good to see you here for the first time. Hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators here. Everybody's willing to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat, and if you take your time, meet people one by one and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description, you'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time if that's what you would like. Michelin Doll is in the house. Forgive me if I'm missing anybody in the chat. I certainly don't mean to. Don Ray B is here. And then I'm looking for Fanatic Guide mentioned something, but they might have mentioned, looks like they mentioned 2 things. I'm trying to scale back to see if I could find the first part of what they were talking about. I believe that Fanatic Guide might have been asking about the idea of renaming channels. So the idea, of course, is that every time I've seen a channel rename, then it takes about 2 weeks for the algorithm to catch up with all the different servers, I guess, around the world and all the different places that YouTube has to make those changes. So you can struggle with the search results for a while after renaming. Not saying that I'm right, I'm just saying it seems that way. And, you know, with the experience that I do have, I would bet that it's somewhat correct. The Stock Explorer's in the house, and they happen to be a member and a moderator. So I've got them on the wheel. Hopefully I'm not missing anybody that should be on the wheel, but we'll likely catch them shortly if I am. So I wanted to leave up Operation Capsaicin because I kind of wrecked the intro of today's live stream by having that screen malfunction. We did that the other day too. I've got 2 different setups, one here and one somewhere else, and I'm assuming that what's happened is I've got the monitors kind of reversed. And what I'm talking about is, if you can imagine, I'm staring at 2 monitors that are identical side by side, and based on how you plug them in, whether you plug the left one into the left side, the right one into the right side, the 2 different types of, how do I describe this? Pardon me. When you plug different things into your different computers, when you're moving things around, they're not meant to be moved around, especially when we're streaming, right? But if you are moving things around, you want to plug your left monitor into the same connector all the time, the same position. So for instance, if you have a USB hub or an HDMI hub or something like that, you want to make sure the right plug goes into the right place every single time. And if you're somebody who works remotely or in different locations and has to move your computer or laptop or operation, you want to make sure, if you have dual setups, that you've got the same stuff set up exactly the same way in different ways, and one of these days we'll talk about that. Really Haunted Places, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. Oracles and Beyond, thanks for coming in as well. Scratch and PPA, yes, you're right. I should have made a note of that. And Lenny the Lawyer Live was meant to be the next channel up because they actually were the first one to give a super chat for today, but we'll put that channel up in another moment. Luckily, Lenny the Lawyer Live's been a friend for a long time, so I'm sure he'll be very forgiving. And then I will put that channel up right after Defrauding Charlatans. They dropped a super chat on us as well. And then Lenny the Lawyer Live, I actually use Mac. So it's possible at some point I may experiment with some Windows 11, but it won't be anytime in the near future, and especially not for TuberChat, I'm sure. I've been on Mac for quite some time and recently upgraded a computer. So I'll be expecting to stick with this for a while. And again, it's just about having, I got 2 setups now, one at work, one at home kind of thing. And when I have to be in the other location, I might just have to move a cable around or a monitor around just to make sure they match. But we're still experimenting. That's why you see the last few episodes of TuberChat have had different webcams and things like that. AG Born Jamaican, thank you for that super chat. I really do appreciate that. For that reason, your channel will go up right after Rock Chick Beauty, and she's going to be up right after Leanne's Chit Chat Corner. Defrauding Charlatans is up on the screen right now with 123 subscribers. They've been a generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter for quite some time. I'm hoping everybody will help push them a little bit farther. Their last couple of videos are quite short, but I'm still going to take one of these and put it into my catch-up list, and that will help me to just get caught up with them a little bit. And they have changed their channel many different times, but when we get there now, we're looking at horror, mystery, psychological thrillers, and sci-fi. So hopefully everybody will enjoy that. Defrauding Charlatans. I still chuckle because it's one of my favorite names for a YouTube channel since we've been on TuberChat here for the last couple of years. And then, pardon me again if I've missed anybody in the chat. I certainly don't mean to. As long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everybody. And then, forgive me, Scratching PPA, but thank you so much for reminding me about Lenny the Lawyer Live. I can't tell you how many mistakes I make here on TuberChat and everywhere else, to be honest with you. It's as many as everybody else, I promise you that. Here in TuberChat, Scratching PPA is a beloved and dedicated moderator, but he's been a dear friend for a long time as well. Happens to be a fellow Canadian, but he catches a lot of the mistakes that I make, thank goodness. So, Lenny the Lawyer Live is up right now with 160 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards the 200 that they're thinking about. They really engaged conversation today, talking about closed captions. We went over that about 10 minutes ago. And while the live chats are not included, the replays for TuberChat are always there that you can go back and watch and listen to if you want to see what we had to say about that. And then, it does, Defrauding Charlatans. Sunday Night Crime Time is actually Oracles and Beyond. Pardon me, they've got a second channel and they happen to be a member. We always put members on the wheel right away here, but the wheel and the screen are open to everybody. So as long as you have some time to spend, the wheel and the screen are open, like I said, to everybody. We're going to get to as many channels as we can over time. When we get down to about 5 or 6 names on the wheel, I'll start adding names from our chat list as well. And then, oh, Kaiser Gaming YT, did I miss something from you? Thank you, Sam's Logs, Trains, and More. Forgive me, I didn't put you on the wheel yet. Sam has been a dear friend for a long time as well. His birthday is tomorrow. He's got a birthday stream set up. We've moved our live stream. Luckily, we actually had a change of plan, so we're going to be able to raid him. He'll be on at about 4 p.m. Eastern, and we will come in and raid about a half an hour after he starts, but he'll likely be on for a while. He has been a member and a moderator for a very long time here. Carlene Geisha, thank you so much for your super chat. I really do appreciate that. For that reason, I'm going to put your channel up right after Sam's Vlogs, Trains, and More, and Derek's Journey. And I'm getting the feeling that my speeches are quite long today. Again, James Money 615, good to see you here. Past Life Explorer, good to have you back in the house as well. You know, and earlier I touched on it, but the idea of, you know, you wonder to yourself when you start your YouTube channel, who's still going to be with you a year or two down the road, supporting you, especially as much as they can. And Past Life Explorer is that kind of friend to me. He's a dynamic creator that is very much loved and respected, doing fantastic on his channel. And I appreciate you coming in so frequently again. And then, so forgive me if I've missed anything in the chat. If you mentioned something that you meant for me to see, just please mention it again with 3 thumbs up, or at mention TuberChat Connect and Grow. That should help me see it a little bit easier, and I'll try to catch it the next time around. I'm just putting the latest video from Lenny the Lawyer Live into my catch-up list so I can get caught up with him. But I'm going to show you another couple of channels. Now, he's got 3. Boyer Coffee Enterprises is another. On all 3 of his channels, what he seeks to do is bring us legal information of different types. And, you know, I believe everybody in their lifetime is going to need some kind of legal information. It's very different than legal advice. That's when you're in the presence of a lawyer. And when you are, they will let you know whether you're receiving legal advice or legal information. But on his YouTube channels, Lenny the Lawyer Live plans to bring us many different topics, and some of these have already started to become very popular, as a matter of fact. He's very serious about presentation on his channel, and I'm looking forward to much more from all three of these channels. My Smart Jewish Lawyer is the third from Lenny the Lawyer Live. The Hillbilly Chicken Ranch, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. Forgive me again for anybody that I've missed in the chat. Black Guns and Gardens, good to see you here. Thanks for coming in. And thank you, Fanatic Guide. Yes, if anybody hasn't already given a thumbs up for today's live stream, I hope you will. They really do help. I hope everybody's always giving each other thumbs up when you're out supporting each other. If you're on a phone, I know you have to turn the chat off to do it, but you don't lose your place. It only takes a moment. I will appreciate it greatly. Even I have to be reminded to give that thumbs up when I'm on a phone from time to time. All that fluff and stuff, good to see you here as well. Thanks for coming in. Pardon me while I'm just struggling with a bit of a cough. So Leanne's Chit Chat Corner is the second channel from Crocheting with Leanne. She's actually got two different channels. She's an advocate for helping others grow, and you will likely meet more friends and family members when you're over there with her. Brandy's Unboxings and more. Good to see you here. I'm not sure if Baron is still in the house. I'm not sure if I welcome them. I know they were here at the beginning of the stream. I don't mean to miss anybody. And then Leanne's Chit Chat Corner is more than anything else where she expects to help us meet more friends and family members. And then as well, let me just get to her other channel. I've got to get to Crocheting with Leanne. Now, this is a creator who's unbelievably supportive. Now, this is her. Oh, so this is her newest channel. What happened here? Oh, is that I see what happened. She had this situation where she lost access to the channel and got it back. I'll leave it to you to talk to her about exactly what went on and how that worked out. But I usually don't subscribe while we're on TuberChat, but I'm just going to do it right now. And then I'm going to take her latest video and put that in my watch later list. And that will allow me to reconnect with this channel here as well. So if I remember right, I think Crocheting with Leanne actually had a channel in the very beginning and lost access to that. Started another channel, but now has gained access to the first channel. And I had forgotten that. So forgive me if I'm getting the story misconstrued. We've got a few creators who've been through things like this. And Crocheting with Leanne now plans to help us with both channels. She will always be an advocate for helping others grow. You'll meet more friends and family members wherever you are with her. But she also, when she is bringing us crochet, brings scarves, shawls, blankets, ponchos, and Grafgans, but as well writes patterns for other creators so that if they want to recreate some of the products or things that they've seen from Crocheting with Leanne, they'll be able to do that too. So if anybody in the house is willing to swap playlists with each other for the purpose of gaining watch hours, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists in the chat. Other creators should reach out to you, and if you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody is free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. And then, yeah, Brandy's Unboxings and more. And anybody that's brand new to TuberChat, my recommendation is always to make the first move, reach out to other creators and support them first. And then do all the things that you wish they would do for your channel. And when you come back and let them know you've done that, you'll find that they'll turn around and do the same thing for you. Most of the creators who've been to TuberChat many times before will not go to a brand new channel that they see in the chat with good reason, because they want to make sure by the things that you say in the chat that you will be a loyal and dedicated supporter before they will connect, because a lot of the creators that are here, most of the creators in TuberChat every day, have been at this for a while. But there's lots to be learned from a lot of the creators that are here as well. Precious Gems, good to see you in the house. Cooking with Bobby Joe, good to see you here as well. And for anybody that is brand new, hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators here. Everybody will be willing to connect. Please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat. If you take your time, meet people one by one and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description, you'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time, if that's what you would like. Warm Strong Adventures, I see you in the house. There's Woman Outdoors as well. I've got you both on the wheel. They happen to be members. We always put members on the wheel right away. But the wheel and the screen, of course, are open to everybody. After a little while, I'll add some names from our chat list. Lexo Motorsports, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. My dear goodness. And then thank you, everyone. So Rock Chick Beauty is officially on the road to 1K with 901 subscribers right now. I'm hoping we can push her a little bit farther and get that 900 locked in. Rock Chick Beauty's been a dear friend for a very long time. She's a generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter. Another creator who has likely been a friend of TuberChat for around 2 years now. A year and a half ago or so, they reset and restarted their channel. One of the ideas is, if I knew then what I know now, wouldn't I be able to do better? And this is why we see Rock Chick Beauty growing so solidly. She's got all 3 types of content on her channel, including shorts, videos, and live streams, and presentation is always at the forefront of her mind. You'll notice that she finds a way to match her banner with her avatar and her thumbnails, even though every single thumbnail every single video gets its own specially designed thumbnail. So hopefully everybody will take inspiration from that. I'm just going to grab her latest video and add it into my catch-up list. And that will help me to stay caught up with Rock Chick Beauty. Thank you again for your super chat. I really do appreciate that. Crocheting with Leanne and Lenny the Lawyer Live, thank you for yours as well. Next up, for the same reason, is AG Born Jamaican. Pardon me. I'm just at the end of something, and the coughs are really violent, even though they're few and far between. It's one of those weird things. AG Born Jamaican is up here right now with over 4,300, almost 4,400 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther, and they will soon be on the road to 5K. They're fully monetized, lots of ways to support them when we get there, including super chats and memberships, of course. And then I'm just going to grab one of their latest videos because I can see I'm behind with them, and I'm going to put this into my catch-up list. I'm going to take one of the cooking videos actually, and that allows me to stay caught up with creators, make sure I don't fall any farther behind. AG Born Jamaican, of course, has a lot of shorts on their channel, but boy, are they ever posting frequently, and they've got a lot of delicious looking content. So they do a lot of cooking, but you see from their banner they talk about do-it-yourself videos, vlogs, and there's really a spectrum of different variety in their content. So hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with them. Again, they've been a loyal and dedicated, not to mention generous supporter for a very long time, and they happen to be our stream boss right now, because when they did drop that super chat, they took that position over. What I'm talking about is the video game life meter under my camera there, and every super chat and membership knocks a little bit of life off of the stream boss. The last person to knock it out becomes the next stream boss and gets some extra exposure for a while for that reason. Weaves World, good to see you in the house. And Elevate with Vern, my dear friend Vern's Junk Closet, thank you so much for another super chat. She's done that countless times. She's the YT cheerleader, as you can see from the emoji that comes along with that super sticker, so I really do appreciate that. And then MS Queen T is in the building, has a YouTube page. They're a new YouTuber, which is great because most of us here in TuberChat are starting out. Now, that can mean different things to different people, right? Sometimes starting out means you've just made your first couple of videos, and some people starting out could mean the first couple of years of your YouTube journey. But the bulk of the channels here in TuberChat, 99% have 10,000 subscribers or less, and we are all working towards that major milestone. And then, of course, there's bigger fish to fry when we get over the 10,000 mark and start thinking about 100. But I believe wholeheartedly that any creator can have 10,000 subscribers, almost any, if they want to. 100,000 only becomes questionable because it can take years, and we don't know what YouTube or the world are going to look like 2 or 3 years from now. We know that from the last 2 or 3 years that we've seen in the world, but I believe that anybody can. So almost anybody. So Elevate with Vern is coming up right after Carly and Geisha. There's Red Hot Reactions, another creator from the UK, and Zombie Prepper is in the house as well. They happen to be a member. And forgive me, Vern, I think it also is a member, but I hadn't put them on the wheel, which I should have. They're going to actually move faster now because of that super chat. So like I said, they'll be up within a couple of channels now. Six Bows is back. Good to see you here. And then yes, Kaiser Gaming YT is making notes about anybody that wants to swap playlists. Glorious Platter will be willing to do that as well. And anybody that is willing to swap playlists can simply just say so in the chat. And other creators should reach out to you. If you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody's free to make those arrangements independently and individually. Of course, Serenity Studio Art is in the house. They also happen to be a member. So I've got them on the wheel. And again, we always put members on the wheel right away. But the wheel and the screen are open to everybody. After a little while, we will end up adding some names from our chat list. And we still got a long way to go. We've only been on for not even near an hour yet. So we've still got well over an hour and a half to go. Corner Clubhouse, Cobalt66, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. Red Hot Reactions is making me laugh in the chat. And then, yeah, thank you very much. Let's Try Gardening. I had a couple simple things go on all at once. I thought it was one thing. It turned into something else. I was doing, some of you don't know, but I actually work outdoors Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. I do construction work, if you can believe it. So I was doing a lot of concrete work, and some of you may realize that causes a lot of dust, and I was kind of right in it, way too much. And I was using one of those masks that I like to complain doesn't do anything, and it didn't do anything. So I ended up with a horrible cough for several days, and then it looks like that turned into something else. But I'm just at the end of it. I'm at that point where you're just coughing randomly, but it gets like 1% better every day. So by the end of the weekend, we should be okay. But that's why we weren't here last weekend. All right, pardon me. So as well, we've got Cooking and Vibing with Tea on our list. Thank you for the super chat. I really do appreciate that. You're going to come up right after Elevate with Vern, which was Vern's Junk Closet and is the YT cheerleader. She's actually got 2 channels, and I'll show you both of those when she's up here. The birthday boy is in the house. Sam's Vlogs, Trains, and More is both a member and a moderator and has been for a very long time. He is a very dear friend, and Sam's Vlogs, Trains, and More has a lot more than trains on his channel, as you can imagine from the name. He does have a lot of train videos, and those can involve the trains themselves or stations. Sometimes he's taking a look around, sometimes he's indoors, sometimes he's outdoors, sometimes he's taking a trip, or giving us tips and tricks for our own train travel. So hopefully you'll enjoy that. But then as well, you will find a lot of vlogs. He takes us sightseeing. You'll find product reviews, unboxings, a lot of live streaming. Some of those can be things like game nights or Q&As, and some are just random conversations and channel updates. As you can see, he is a 6-year veteran of YouTube. And Serenity Studio Art is just asking, oh, a dark tan. It's not. Actually, I think it was All That Fluff and Stuff said that, or excuse me, earlier as well. I'm using a pretty much budget webcam today. It's different than the one I usually use. I had bought a couple of webcams as an experiment for something else. And it's one of those things you get what you pay for. So the brightness on these things is just not there. Without some kind of a light, it's making the camera very, 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 very dark. But I'll see if I can do something about that in the near future. But it's kind of funny that a couple of people are mentioning that. Hilda DC is in the house, and she is another dear friend who is also another moderator here. So I've got her on the wheel right now with a lot of other channels. Sam's Vlogs Trains More is celebrating a birthday today. There's the birthday live stream. I've got my notification on. We will go and raid Sam's Vlogs Trains More tomorrow for that after TuberChat, which I changed the time for today. We will be on at 2 p.m. Eastern. You can hit our front page and set your notification for that individual live stream if you'd like to, and we'll go and visit Sam's Vlogs Trains More. Now, like I said, he happens to be a member and a moderator, and all of our moderators here are dear friends of mine. They're dear friends of each other. They have been for a long time, and every one of them does something different on their channel, but they will all allow and encourage you to meet more friends and family members when you're with them for premieres and live streams. Sam's Vlogs Trains and More, as you can see, is fully monetized. There's lots of ways to support him, especially tomorrow for his birthday, with super chats and memberships and things like that. Carly Geisha is up right now, and this creator seeks to help us relax with calming visuals and audio, and she mixes those up every single day with some pretty lengthy live streams, as a matter of fact. Or I say live streams, they're actually videos, but they're just so long it makes you think along the lines of live streams, and you can catch those every single day, and hopefully everybody will enjoy that when you get there. I'm just going to take one of the latest ones, put it in my catch-up list so that I can attempt to keep caught up. And, oh my dear goodness, Sam, Scratch and PPA is catching me again. I'm sorry I'm making you do so much today. I don't know why I'm behind with these things. Derek's Journey and Mitchie Boo dropped a super chat. I think I even missed Mitchie Boo's super chat. That's Mitchell and Dahl as well. So forgive me for that. They should have been up already. They'll be the next two channels that we look at. And then we will we'll continue on, and Elevate with Vern will be up along with Cookin' and Vibin' with T. And then, oh, Red Hot Reactions. There are some things that are not available in every country or on every platform, and things like memberships, for instance, aren't available on iPhones. We've seen creators where they have memberships, and then when they use their phone, you don't see their name come up in green, and then when they use a computer, it does. It's kind of weird, but that's something about the Apple and Google, I call it a rivalry, but agreement between them, where Google doesn't want to allow memberships, and I'm sure that's because of the nice big juicy chunk that Apple takes of everything that they do, as all these companies do these days. Whispers from the Dark, good to see you here. Forgive me if I've missed anybody in the chat. I certainly don't mean to. As long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everybody. I Am Betty J Gathers is in the house as well. And oh my dear goodness. Living Water with Sister Glenda. Good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. And for anybody that's new to TuberChat, hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators here. Everybody's willing to connect. So please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat. And if you take your time, meet people one by one and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description, you'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time, if that's what you would like. Yeah, that makes sense actually, Sam. I probably copied and pasted. It's from copying and pasting that I got Sam's Logs, Trains and More, and Derek's Journey at the same time, or something like that. Red Hot Reactions will have the community tab soon, which is very, very cool. We're always happy to see creators hit 500 so that they can get that. I'll tell you this, I can't say it enough. The community tab is much more powerful than it even seems. I promise you that. And it gets a lot more engagement than might be obvious at first glance. Mitchie Boo is here, and this is a creator with 2 channels actually. She brings a lot of delicious looking content here, but she actually does a bit of variety on both of her channels. I'm just going to take the latest video, put it in my catch-up list. You can see that she is fully monetized, lots of ways to support her, including super chats and memberships. Six Bows is back, say they just got their community tab, which is great, 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 great news. So hopefully you'll make great use of that. I can tell you, sharing on the community tab is the #1 thing that I am thanked for on YouTube. And that's just a small hint. One of these days, hopefully, I can get into some kind of a real discussion about what the community tab has done for different channels that I've seen. Hope Bus is a neighbor from the north. They are only about 30 minutes away, and we're hoping to go and visit shortly for another look at the Hope Bus, where we will either film or stream and give everybody a tour of what's been going on with their project. If you haven't already connected with them, I hope you will. They've been a generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter and friend for a very long time now. Mitchie Boo has over, well, almost 3,500 subscribers now, so I always say of channels over 3,000 that there's much to be learned from them, as well as entertained and inspired by. Simply because of experience, if nothing else. Andre Southgate brings us prize fighting. It's good to see you in the house. Michelin Doll has almost 2,400 subscribers on this channel as well. And then Gloria's Platters getting ready for her live stream. And like I said, if she's still on when we are finished with TuberChat in another hour and a half or so, we'll go over and raid. Carp's Homestead, good to see you here. Pardon me. Michelin Doll brings us more variety on this channel, and I see they've got a brand new video here as well. So I'm going to take that and add it into my catch-up list so I can stay caught up on this channel that brings us even more variety. Dark Swordsman Gaming is in the house. They happen to be a member, so I've got them on the wheel right away. And then Lenny the Lawyer Live, is there an option to purchase a 1-year membership? That would make it easier to join and not have to remember each month. So it's a great question, and I have wondered that myself, but they don't do that. They do just a monthly recurring subscription. In most cases, people put it either on a credit card. I'm not sure if you can do memberships with PayPal. Forgive me for not being certain about that. I think that mine roll through PayPal. I have memberships on several channels, and I believe that they just roll through PayPal, which I'm a fan of. Canada, where I am, doesn't have some of the other apps like Cash App and Venmo and things like this. But PayPal is something I'm a fan of, but they only have monthly recurring. Part of the reason might be because they don't want to offer discounts. The other thing too is that they can't always bet that channels are going to be there longer than a month. You know, people get things like copyright strikes or have different thoughts and ideas about their channels and things like that. I don't know if that has anything to do with it. That's just thoughts, but unfortunately, for right now, it's just a monthly recurring. And then Torrey's Brain Games is in the house. And Lenny the Lawyer Live just picked up a membership, so thank you for that. I really do appreciate that. Of course, that means that your channel will be added to the wheel as soon as we see you in the chat every single day that you're here. And then, as well as a silver member, your channel will be added to the outdated slides that run at the beginning, middle, and end of every live stream. That's a joke for Sam's Logs, Trains, and More there. I was thinking about that yesterday. I was like, I wonder how out of date they are. I've got to update those things. But your channel will be seen every single day in those slides, regardless of whether you're here or not. Thank you, Corner Clubhouse Cobalt 66. I'm just at the end of something, and it's just that coughing stage that just is annoying and won't let up, right? So it gets better every single day, but thank you for that. I'm really not doing too badly except for that, but thank you. And then, oh, and there you go. Yeah, that's a thought too, right? Come Hither with Heather, a member of a channel that stopped producing videos. So that's something too. You don't hate the idea of paying for a membership for a year. If you could, which you can't, but if you could, and then have that creator either lose their channel or stop producing videos and stuff like that. So that might be a part of the thought behind it all as well. So thank you everybody for your patience as well today. I didn't mean to spin the wheel, but I accidentally did. We're going to get Derek's Journey up right now. And thank you again to all the creators we've seen so far for their super chats. I really do appreciate the extra generous support. Derek's Journey's done that countless times. Now, because I did spin the wheel, the Stock Explorer will be the first channel that we look at after our super chatters. And then we're actually getting close to break time as well. So I'll try to speed things up a little bit. Yeah, imagine Come Hither with Heather. It would be a bit of an accounting disaster. But we never know. We never know what they might come up with eventually. Vicky is making me laugh. That's Hope Bus. Because they're actually just a half an hour away. We're actually expecting to see them soon. But she's so unbelievably generous. So I'll tell the story very quickly. I'll try to keep it brief because we've told it many times before. We went to visit Hope Bus. Kristen and I went to visit them, but just a behind the scenes, like personal visit. We didn't film or anything. We got a look at the Hope Bus and we actually hung out there for quite a while. But the creators behind Hope Bus are an incredibly generous and dynamic couple, and we had a great time talking to them. Now, a lot of creators, will motivate each other, and it's a wonderful thing when we motivate each other with words and try to push each other and things like that. But Vicky went so far as to literally grab a tomato plant and a basil plant and hand them right to us and said, here, you guys are going to grow your first couple of things, which we have. Kristen's been looking after those, and Kira has been helping her as well, and they've been flourishing. Kristen tells me she's been using, I think, 10 leaves a week probably on average off of the basil plant, and then as well the tomatoes are flourishing. I have to have a look at them. I ate one the other day, a little cherry tomato kind of thing, but delicioso for sure. But it's wonderful to see the generosity between a lot of different people, so that's Hope Us kind of reaching out with some more generosity, of course. Which is no surprise. And thank you, Lenny the Lawyer Live, for the kind words. I really do appreciate that. Derek's Journey is here right now. This is a creator that wants to motivate us with fitness first, and on their channel they actually do a lot of different things. Lately they've been doing a lot of product reviews in between the fitness videos. But I'm just going to have a quick look at the latest video. I can see I'm behind again by a few days. I've got that. They're fully monetized. Lots of ways to support them, including super chats and memberships. What Derek's Journey does is an incredible job of coming up with challenges where they're able to bring in collaborations from a lot of different creators and motivate them as well. Chef Getty, thank you so much for that membership. I really do appreciate that. And for that reason, I'm just adding your name onto the wheel right now. And members always get added to the wheel as soon as we see them in the chat every day that they're here. And that's going to apply to you for the next month now as well. So thank you for that. I really do appreciate that. We'll be looking at your channel soon enough. One of the extra benefits that I don't really, talk about all the time, but if you think about it, once you're on the wheel, you're on the wheel, right? So, when I go through channels, I know not everybody can stay here for 2 to 2.5 hours every time we stream. So I try to put more focus on channels that I know are active in the chat at the time, and we speed through some of the creators that you know, are here but have to go quickly and things like that. But you're basically guaranteed to be seen as soon as you're on. We will add some more names from our chat list, by the way. You do not have to super chat. You do not have to be a member. It's open to everyone. And when we get the wheel down in a little while, probably another half hour from now or so, we'll start adding names from our chat list. There's Cute Goth Girl Gamer. And she has been a long-time generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter as well. So thank you, everybody. Derek's Journey, let's just go back to their homepage. You see they put a lot of featured channels, some familiar faces there. There's Scratch and PPA. But the first channel that we look at here is a new channel from the family behind Derek's Journey. Now, this family takes us on lots of different adventures on Derek's Journey's channel, outside of the fitness and product reviews that they do. So we get a really good look at the family behind the channel, as well as they take us to interesting places and on different adventures. But You Never Know with Jeannie and Jaden is a new channel from a couple of the creators from the Derek's Journey family, where they promise to bring us more variety in line with the same fitness challenges that we find from Derek's Journey's channel. So hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with them here as well. We'd love to push them towards the 150 subscribers that they're thinking about. Camp Silky is in the house. They also happen to be a member, so I've got them on the wheel right now. Annabelle TV, forgive me, when you walked in, I did not get you onto our list. And let me just see where I should have been doing that. After Cooking and Vibing with T, Annabelle TV. I did get them on the wheel, but I didn't put them in the list to be up because of their super chat right after Cooking and Vibing with T. And then thank you, Derek's Journey, for another super chat. He actually, just when I was about to mention that Annabelle TV took over the stream boss position a while ago, Derek's Journey came in and sniped that. What I'm talking about is the video game life meter under my camera there. Every super chat and membership knocks a little bit of life off of the stream boss, and the last person to knock it out becomes the new stream boss and gets some extra exposure for a little while for that reason. And then, yeah, Fanatic Guide, we're at 90 thumbs up, so thank you, everybody. If you haven't already given a thumbs up for today's live stream, I hope you will. They really do help. I hope everybody's always giving each other thumbs up when you're out supporting each other. And if you're on a phone, I know you have to turn the chat off to do it, but you don't lose your place. It only takes a moment. I will appreciate it greatly. So we're just doing spectacularly today at 90 thumbs up in the first hour, so I really do appreciate that. And then what we're going to do right now is go on break just for about 3 minutes. When we come back, we're going to be looking at another extremely generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter. She is my YT BFF. She is your YT cheerleader. We're going to look at 2 channels from Elevate with Vern. All right, we're back and we're looking at Elevate with Vern. Some of you remember this channel that has recently been renamed, and it is Vern's Junk Closet. She is very much known as my YTBFF. We have done many live streams together, both here on TuberChat and on our other channels. And she is known as an elevationist. And what we're talking about is somebody who motivates, somebody who encourages. And she does that mostly around YouTube content, but she's extremely motivating in general. Now, she's got two different channels, but I noticed that it is actually celebration time. Elevate with Vern has been chasing 5K for a little while now and has just passed it, and it looks like she's already got it locked in as well. So I hope everybody will congratulate my dear friend Elevate with Vern for hitting 5,000 subscribers on her main channel. Now you'll see, of course, she's fully monetized. Lots of ways to support her, including super chats and memberships when we get there. And as the YouTube cheerleader, you can find a lot of information YouTube related. I've joined her for a couple live streams here, but she's had a lot of other informative guests as well. And then as well, she's got a second channel we're going to look at. I'm just going to take one of her latest videos because I know I'm behind and add that into my catch-up list. And when I show you the VMAX show, this is a second channel where we get a behind-the-scenes look at the creator behind Vern's Junk Closet, a little bit more of a personal look at her life and a little bit more of an intimate conversation. And I feel like I missed something. Forgive me if I've missed anything in the chat. If anybody's mentioned a question or a comment that you meant for me to see, just please mention it again with 3 thumbs up or @mention TuberChat Connect and Grow. That should help me see it a little bit easier. I'll keep my eyes open and hopefully catch it the next time around. And then Trina's Motivation, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. And yeah, I'm happy to come by. You know, one of the things I tell people all the time, especially here on TuberChat, as we grow and follow more and more creators, it becomes harder and harder to support everybody as much as we all might like. Here's the scary truth about what happens here. One of the, probably the number one thing that I hear from creators that they enjoy about their YouTube journey is the friendships that are made. But the creators who are supporting you today and coming and visiting you for every single video, every single live stream, the more supportive they are, the less you're going to see them as time goes on. And some of these creators will start to come around a few times a week, eventually once a week, once every couple of weeks. You might start seeing people once a month, and eventually it might become once in a while. But this is a great thing, because when you think about some of these creators, we just looked at Elevate with Vern with 5,000 subscribers, but she does a lot of similar, I don't want to say similar content because that's not true. She does a lot more deep dives into conversations about YouTube, the algorithm, things we can do for our videos, for our channels, overall motivation, whereas we only talk about that stuff in bite-sized segments here. She is very much focused on that, so you can imagine out of the 5,000 subscribers she's got, how many she's also subscribed to, which is most, whereas a lot of creators, by the time they hit 5,000 subscribers, are only subscribed to a fraction of the number subscribed to them. So you can imagine the effort that it takes to try to stay up with everybody. We see a lot of extremely supportive creators here in TuberChat, and our family, and Scratch and PPA always comes to mind when we talk about that. Scratch and PPA seems to be everywhere all the time, but still there's got to be a limit to what everybody can do all the time. But I am happy to be able to visit different creators as often as possible. You can see, like, here's an example, Cooking and Vibing with Tea. I'm behind again. I'm just going to grab one of their latest videos, put it in my catch-up list. This is a tool that I use while we're here on TuberChat. Playlists can be used for many different things. but this allows me to stay active with a lot of the creators that are active here in TuberChat. I have other systems for going back and seeing people that I haven't seen in a while, and I keep track of everybody. The robots help with that. This is what I use Bottissimo for, which is a paid robot, but you see it in the chat. And there's a lot of things you can do to keep track of people who've supported you so that you can go back and make sure that you're also supporting them. But in the case of Trina's motivation, I'm just happy that I was able to go through and catch them, and hopefully I'll be there again soon. The homeowner's handyman, good to see you in the house. Just Andrea, good to see you here. Sorry, it could be just Andrea. I still don't know for the life of me whether I'm pronouncing that right. Just Andrea, it's good to see you back in the house. I think you were here earlier. Forgive me if I didn't welcome you. I'd rather make the mistake of doing it twice than not doing it, and please forgive me, anybody, if I've missed something that you've mentioned in the chat, like a question or a comment that you meant for me to see. If I did miss something, just please mention it again with 3 thumbs up, or at mention TuberChat Connect and Grow. That should help me see it a little bit easier. I'll keep my eyes open and hopefully catch it the next time around. Now I'm going to try to move faster through channels because I've been really dragging it out today, and that's probably because we haven't been here for a week and a half. I'm sure my speeches today are longer than I think they are, and that'll probably make a few people laugh because they're always longer than I think they are. But I'm always happy to talk YouTube. Growing My Own, good to see you here. And then Cooking and Vibing with Tea has almost 1,200 subscribers. As you can see, delicious looking content on this channel, so I hope you'll visit them. And thank you again for a super chat. I really do appreciate that. Annabelle TV did the same thing. She was our stream boss for a little while there. Swag Found, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. I'm going to get you onto our wheel. Members always get added onto the wheel right away, of course. And like I said, going to try to move through channels a little bit faster, and then soon we'll open it up and get some names from our chat list on the wheel. Let me see what I can do about that. Annabelle TV brings fun everywhere she goes. That includes here in TuberChat and everywhere that I run into her supporting other creators. It's a wonderful service that you're doing for anybody when you're engaging conversation in any chat, whether it's a live stream or a premiere. Annabelle TV always does that, but brings fun and comedy everywhere that they go, and including in their videos. So hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with them. She does a lot of mukbang style challenges and reviews, but that's in between garden updates, product reviews, unboxings, and other random content. So hopefully everybody will enjoy that. She's an incredibly generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter. And then yes, Trina's motivation. Members always come up in green. TuberChat has been extremely blessed over the last couple of months because a couple of creators, including Serenity Studio Art, who's in the chat, Emotion, who's a well-known creator here, and Annabelle TV have all gifted memberships here to other creators. So we got a big influx this summer of members. Sparkles Hope Chest, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. And then as well, TuberChat's been monetized for over 2 years now. So you can imagine that things build up, right? One of the things that I often say about anything that happens on YouTube is it's usually the first time that it's happening to you. Everything that happens to you that's new. So when you get your first member, that's just your first member. When you get your first 10 members, that's your first 10 members, right? And it's wonderful just to think about the progression that goes on with your channel. And Woman Outdoors, thank you so much for the highlighted milestone message. I really do appreciate that. Polly180 Animation Studios, forgive me, I may not have welcomed you earlier. I did see you at the beginning of the chat, so thank you for coming in. And thank you for hanging out. It is taking quite some time. Today's an extremely busy live stream. We're always busy on TuberChat, but Saturdays tend to be I think the busiest of days. We weren't here yesterday. We were doing Fridays for a long time. Yeah, we're extremely busy today. So it's going to be a while. I don't expect everybody to be able to be here for 2 to 2.5 hours every time we stream. But if you do have the time to spend, we will be able to add more names to the wheel from the chat list soon enough. Thank you everybody for the 100 thumbs up. I really do appreciate that. If anybody hasn't already given a thumbs up for this live stream, I hope you will. They really do help. And then as well, I can give a hint to everybody in the chat. Corner Clubhouse Cobalt 66, forgive me. And I'm sorry, Scratch and PPA, I don't know why I'm having so much trouble with this today. Corner Clubhouse Cobalt 66 will be the next channel that we looked at. We should have looked at them already because they dropped a super chat earlier. Thank you, Lenny the Lawyer Live. Thanks for that membership as well. And then yeah, thank you, Trina's Motivation. That's kind of why we move the times around as well. It's not recommended for every channel, but for TuberChat it works because this is a almost utilitarian channel, right? We come here to specifically to work on our channels as opposed to, you know, view content or things like that. So moving the live streams around actually works as a service here, whereas in the case of most channels, it's always recommended to stick to a schedule. So one of the hints that I can give for anybody in the chat at all, whether you've been here many times before or if you're fairly new to TuberChat, is how the system works, where we put channels onto the wheel and eventually onto the screen, is helped by a robot in the background that's keeping statistics. It is much, much, much more about the interactivity in the chat than it is about time spent. And the robot keeps track of everything. And that's what helps us make some kind of an order out of the way we're putting channels on the screen, if that makes any sense. The Homeowner's Handyman, thank you for another super chat. I really do appreciate that. I really enjoy telling the story about that channel because that particular channel reminds me of how I got my start on YouTube over 5 years ago. We'll talk about that in another few minutes, right after Corner Clubhouse Cobalt 66. So the Stock Explorer is up here right now, the newest addition to our moderator squad. They're also here as a member. So the Stock Explorer is Nora, and this is a creator who, again, seems to be everywhere all the time. Unbelievably supportive to other creators. They are a generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter here in TuberChat and have been for a long time. The BC Gaming Dispatcher, good to see you here. And when we look at the Stock Explorer, we see all three types of content: shorts, videos, and live streams. And this creator seeks to bring us the stock markets and crypto markets with everything from beginner tutorials to help us get familiar with the fundamentals, right up to advanced topics, including options trading and NFTs. They do that through all three types of content, like I was saying, with shorts, videos, and live streams. And they do that frequently. They literally post every single day, I think. Painting with Squirrels, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. Let's Try Gardening. Not sure if I welcomed you, but it's good to see you here. Mrs. VSNC09 has likely had quite a week, but it's good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. I've got them on the wheel right away because they happen to be a member, of course. And then the Stock Explorer is getting close to 1,200 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther. Coastal Water, I've got you on the wheel as well. And Putt Putt King, good to see you here. The Stock Explorer often has product in hand. They do a lot of live streaming. Sometimes there are charts and graphs to be viewed while they stream, and sometimes it is a friendly conversation like earlier today before TuberChat. They intended on raiding us today, but I actually moved the stream an hour, so we had to miss out on that. But thank you for the thought. Like I said, Nora behind the Stock Explorer is an extremely generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter. Tag for short. Thank you for coming in. They also happen to be a member, so I've got them on the wheel. And then there you go, Hope Bus. So Tropical Buzz is a second channel actually from the Stock Explorer. This is Nora again, and what they seek to do here is bring us on their journey while they plant different types of things. They're actually involved in seed swaps and other things here on YouTube, but they also educate us about different plant life as well. This is more of a hobby than anything else for this creator, but it's great to see them breaking off into a second channel with 112 subscribers. Charlene Heel, good to see you in the house. Thank you for the share on Twitter. I really do appreciate that. And anybody who tweets or retweets for TuberChat gets added into our special Twitter list, and you can meet more friends and family members that are active on Twitter and active in the TuberChat family that are willing to share for others. You might be able to trade favors over there and get some traffic coming in for your videos and channel from Twitter that way. I accidentally spun the wheel, but luckily it came up with the Stock Explorer. I don't know how random that was. And then Corner Clubhouse Cobalt 66 dropped a super chat earlier. Forgive me for delaying and putting that channel up, but thank God Scratch and PPA is able to catch all of my mistakes here on TuberChat, so we're able to get this channel up. They've got 429 subscribers right now. We'd love to push them towards that 500 that we'll see that community tab pop up for them. Hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with them. I'm still getting to know Corner Clubhouse Cobalt 66, but they've actually been making frequent appearances here in TuberChat. This is a place to chat about all things cultural, including food, travel, mental health, and to make friendships with others. So this creator will be an advocate for helping others meet more friends and family members when you're over here as well. So thank you for that super chat. I really do appreciate that extra generous support. For that reason, we're going to look at the homeowner's handyman next as well. If anybody in the house would like to swap playlists with each other for the purpose of gaining watch hours, please just simply say I am willing to swap playlists in the chat. Other creators should reach out to you, and if you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody's free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. The homeowner's handyman is up here right now with almost 1,500 subscribers. So I touched on it for a quick second, but one of the reasons I like to talk about this particular channel and tell their story is because they remind me of how I got my start on YouTube. Basically what had happened over 5 years ago is, some of you don't know, but I actually work construction work Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays. I still continue this to this day. And in the first winter that I had done this type of work, we're watching a lot of YouTube. I never used to watch a lot of YouTube, and the guy I work with was watching a lot, and we started to realize, hey, you know, we could probably do this and probably do well. So we started by filming our work. And that translated into now what has become several different channels, but very much like what the homeowners handymen are out there doing is how I got my start on YouTube. Operation Capsaicin, good to see you here. Never late. I really do appreciate every moment everybody can spend. I just wanted to introduce their channel to everybody today. Operation Capsaicin is our featured channel for today. You've seen that on all of our social networks, including Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Reddit, and on the thumbnail of today's video. And we talked about that channel for the first quite a long time, actually. I had the wrong screen up for the first 10 minutes of today's live stream. So we talked about Operation Capsaicin in the first 10 minutes of the stream, but kept their channel up for an extra 10 minutes there. That's probably why I'm behind today, too. But they have been a generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter here in TuberChat for quite some time. Baskets, good to see you in the house. That's actually Baskets Resale. They happen to be a member. So I'll get them onto the wheel. They've got 2 channels. Baskets has over 7,000 subscribers, actually. Laura's Yarn Talk, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. Hopefully I haven't missed anybody. As long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everybody. And I'm always good. Angel Light Over Darkness 33 is in the house, another creator who has been with TuberChat from the beginning. And they also happen to be a member, so I've got them on the wheel. And so the homeowners handyman, hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with them. They will show you mostly indoor renovations. And it's more of a here's how we do it than do-it-yourself type videos, but it's really interesting to see the different types of things that first of all can be done, but secondly the value that can be brought. One of the things that I believe can help with channels like this is not everybody is going to, you don't necessarily just watch a do-it-yourself video or a here's how you do it video and then go out and do the same thing yourself. but these videos can also bring value because they show you the kind of things that can be done, and these creators might even talk about some of the things you can expect from different contractors and things like that, things to help save money or things to avoid so that you don't over expense and things like that when hiring different contractors. So there's a lot of aspects to this. I hope everybody will enjoy connecting with them, and there's obviously much to be learned from this channel when we get there. So let me spin the wheel and we'll see who's coming up next. We've got a lot of channels on the wheel right now, but I'm going to try to move a little bit faster now. Cute Goth Girl Gamer, like I had said earlier, has been a generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter for quite some time. Sparkle's Hope Chest is still in the house. Thanks for hanging out. I know today is an extremely busy day, and it's taken a while for me to get some names from our chat list onto the wheel, but I will do that as soon as we get down to about 5 or 6 names. It's still going to be a while from now. But we're on for another hour, and then if Gloria's Platter is still live, we'll go and raid them. If not, we'll go somewhere else. Cute Goth Girl Gamer has 583 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards the 600 that they're thinking about. Bushido Blade Warrior, good to see you here. Cute Goth Girl Gamer is somebody who brings us a lot of gaming on their channel, but they actually do a lot more. So there are a lot of live streams. Those can be at home or from work. They do a lot of different types of things, a lot of StreamYard panels. As you can see, some of these go on for lengthy amounts of time. Here's one where they're playing their guitar. I'm just going to take that and add it into my catch-up list so I can get caught up a little bit with this creator. And then they also often make music while they live stream, and then they post that music for everybody as well. And Woman Outdoors, I threw my cup away today. I actually had Timmy's earlier. I would have shown it to you. Pardon me. Thank you for that super chat. I really do appreciate that. Woman Outdoors will be up next for that reason. I believe I had them on the wheel already, but we'll get them up next, and then we'll get back to spinning the wheel right after. So hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with Cute Goth Girl Gamer. And let's see what Woman Outdoors has got going on in Pennsylvania. One of the things I like talking about with this particular channel, we featured them a couple of months ago, and I had a great time going through their content. I am not so much of an outdoors person. I was a Boy Scout when I was a kid, did a lot of camping and a lot of outdoor stuff, but my happy place is always being surrounded by computer screens, as sick as that may sound for everybody. But I always am fascinated by a lot of the different things that we have to learn from a lot of the outdoor channels. That can include gardening or camping or fishing or hunting or homesteading and ranching and farming and things like that. So Woman Outdoors brings us a lot of different outdoor activities at once, and because they're in Pennsylvania, they're able to show us all 4 seasons. That's what I like mentioning about this channel more than anything else, because we get to see a lot of these things in the cold, in the heat, in the rain, in the snow, in the sun, and they take us to a lot of very interesting places as well. So hopefully everybody will enjoy the variety in content on this channel as much as I have, and they are getting really dangerously close to hitting 900 and being officially on the road to 1K. Oh yeah, it's so much better to do gardening, better to be outside. I do enjoy fresh air. I do enjoy outdoor time when I have it, but it's just that it's not that I'm a workaholic. I am very lucky that for most of my adult life, I have really enjoyed most of what I've had to do, and that involves a lot of computer stuff. Betty J, I am Betty J Gathers. Thank you for another super chat. I really do appreciate that. And just like Woman Outdoors, I will put your channel up next. I really do appreciate that extra generosity. Pardon me, I'm just struggling with the end of a cough. I am almost over it, but it's just taking the last couple of days to linger on and be annoying. And then I am Betty J Gathers is coming up right now. We'll see what they've got going on. Oh, and then Laura's Yarn Talk. See, it's funny because I know we likely all feel about the same way, right? Still trying to get to 500. It feels like it's taking forever. But one of the things that we think of is that, you might say you only have to get to 500 once, or you only have to get to 1,000 once. But the other side of that coin is to say you only get to do it once. So while there are frustrations that come along with the fact that we all wish things would move faster than they do, I hope that you enjoy most of what you have to go through. I'm sure we'll all agree that YouTube is much more work than we all expected when we started, but hopefully you enjoy most of it. And then that way, when you look back, if you can see the future now, and I promise you can, you will be able to look back and say, you know what, for all the frustration, I actually did enjoy some of the things, because there's so much to learn, and a lot of it is unsaid, a lot of it is subconscious, right? Instinct, if nothing else. Oh, Trina's motivation. It will. So today's an extremely busy day, and there's a couple of reasons for that. A lot of you will notice that I made it to a lot of channels this week to catch up with a few videos. That really helps. I promise you, the more you do for other creators, the more you support their channels, the more will come back to you. So I was able to get through maybe a couple hundred between videos and live streams and things like that. Probably closer to about 150. And that's done, by playlists can really help. I run a lot more videos than I watch, but I'm lucky enough to be on a computer most of the time, at least when I'm indoors, so I'm able to have a few windows open, and that helps as well. So that's a part of it, but also because TuberChat wasn't here last weekend, it's nice to know that it seems to be missed when it's not there. You wish that, of course, as a creator and for your channel. If you stop doing what you're doing, would people notice? Would people miss you? And of course, TuberChat's been here long enough. We're all, I use the word family all the time, but we're so much of a tight family here that it seems that way. So I do appreciate that. That's probably part of the reason as well. Things will probably level out by the time we get around to next week, but I know today's a busy day. We'll get to as many channels as we can in the next hour. And I'll try to speed it up a little bit. Swag Found, thank you so much for that super chat. I really do appreciate that. They're at 716 right now. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards their 800 that they're thinking about. And let me just clean up my wheel a little bit, and then we'll get back to spinning the wheel in another moment. And I Am Betty J Gathers is actually a powerhouse of energy and positivity. And they are literally responsible for us gaining hundreds of thumbs up here in TuberChat because of their energetic and friendly reminders. If anybody hasn't already given a thumbs up, we're doing spectacularly today, so thank you for that. I Am Betty J Gathers wants to motivate us with healthy living and healthy eating. They talk about a lot of intermittent fasting and other healthy ways that we can look at both shopping and cooking and things like that. But as well, she does a lot of live streaming, and she's been doing some vlogging lately, frequently as a matter of fact. If you can catch her for a live stream, you'll meet more friends and family members over there. It's good to see she's got over 500 subscribers now, so we should see that community tab pop up within the next few days. It usually takes 7 days from the day that you get your 500 locked in, but I know a lot of people here in the TuberChat family will be very excited for I Am Betty J Gathers to get that 500. She is always engaging conversation here. And then, I got to see what Nick Nimmin had to say about that, Mrs. VSNC09. They're changing the amount of hours needed, possibly. We'll have to see what they do about that. It's been a couple of years since they changed. I think it's been 3 years now since they made the 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 hours requirements. Yeah, Don Ray B, no, I was off last week. I had come down with what seems like 2 different things, as a matter of fact. So I never take the day off of TuberChat unless I absolutely have to, but last week I just I was under the weather, so we stayed away, and then figure we'll pick it back up this week. And then I'll have to see about that, Mrs. VSNC09, but thank you for mentioning that. I saw a video from Nick Nimmin a couple of weeks ago, but I don't think I've seen his latest one then. Nick Nimmin is somebody who I follow along with Tim Schmoyer and Sean Cannell and Sonny Lenarduzzi and Roberto Blake, and I've got a list of about 10 probably. When you look at, you know, how to grow your YouTube channel and things like that, you find a lot of the biggest YouTubers, and I promise you I follow them too. A lot of what we talk about here is just a combination of what I've learned from them along with my own social media experience and now experience with YouTube channels, right? Oh, should help everybody reach the goal quicker. That will be wonderful, Mrs. VSNC09. Yeah, sometimes you have to. That's right, the homeowner's handyman. So you got to, one of the things is, you know, like especially most of us are experiencing adulthood, and you know, being sick can cost a lot of different things. First of all, there's money. When you talk about the different things you got to go and get, it could be medicine or other, you know, healing things or agents or whatever you want to call it, right? And then as well, the time spent, right? Losing time from work, losing time from family, having to fall behind in obligations and things like that. So when it gets to a point, I'm very lucky I don't get sick often or anything like that. And this started in a weird way. It's way too long of a speech, but eventually it comes down to, okay, I better take a few days and get better now so that this doesn't drag on for, you know, longer, right? But I do appreciate everybody's kind thoughts. I don't mean to go on about it so much. I appreciate everybody's patience today. So Swag Found is up here. Thank you for another super chat. I really do appreciate that. And I'm just going to grab one of their latest videos. I can see I'm behind. They're doing a ton of live streaming lately. But I'm going to put that into my catch-up list. That will help me to catch up a little bit. Swag Found has 724 subscribers right now, so I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards their 800 as well. And Hilda DC's got Hilda DC's got Woody and Wendy on the case, and then yes, Hope West, thank you very much. I really do appreciate the generous thoughts, of course. Oh yeah, tag for short. So here's a thought as well, right? Nikki D Music and more, thank you for coming in. Tag for short is mentioning the idea of not doing shorts because they don't count for watch time in traditional monetization. That's absolutely true. There's a separate monetization set up, the Shorts Fund, right? Where it could be possible to make a little bit of money from some shorts activity. But shorts can do well for bringing in subscribers. It's almost like winning the lottery sometimes with shorts, where you put out a bunch of these things and a few of them hit. You might even have a couple go viral. We have a few of our moderators have really done well, hitting over 20, 30, and even up to about 70,000 views on some of these things, and they always pull in subscribers. Wolf Spirit Productions talking about that lately. They're doing well. They've really grown in subscribers over the last few weeks because of shorts. If you can marry the content that your shorts are containing with your long form content, then it could serve to be helpful. Now shorts are a very different thing, obviously more like a TikTok type presentation or like Instagram Reels and things like this, where it's short form. But if some of the new subscribers stick around for your long form content, then you can see how you can get some benefit and some watch time in the long term from those subscribers, possibly, right? And that's true, yes, Kaiser Gaming YT. People who make a lot of shorts seem to climb faster. It can help. But again, I don't want to make recommendations on that because there's so many different ways to attack shorts. And I have not done many. I forget how many I've done. I experimented with a little bit on the music channel, but on my own channel, I only did, 15 or 20 of them or something like that. one of the things that all that fluff and stuff has mentioned is finding success in making a shorts video to promote your long form content. I tried what they said, even myself. I learn from creators of all sizes every single day, and I also want to try different things and see what happens, and it seemed to work out not too badly, as a matter of fact, so that's a thought. And then, yeah, see, Kaiser Gaming YT, it's debatable, of course, but again, it's a possibility if you're, like, here's an example, right? Lottery ticket scratching is something that comes to mind. So somebody like Scratchin' PPA, for instance, makes long form content. His videos are usually between 8 and 12 minutes long, right? A channel like that may be served well by doing shorts. But everybody's got to make their own decision for their own channel, right? Because if you do a lot of shorts, you gain a lot of those subscribers, and then they're not watching your long-form content, there's a possibility that that might be detrimental lately, because YouTube's algorithm is always watching the correlation between subscribers and engagement. So if your number of subscribers is below, if the engagement coming from your subscribers is below average, you can imagine what that's going to do to your channel. So you really got to weigh these things for yourself. The other thing too is you can always make content and delete it after, right? You can put up a video, and if it doesn't fly, you can take it off if you don't like it, right? That's a thought. James Money 615 is in the house again. So again, these are just opinions. I'm talking without putting a lot of thought into this stuff. So I don't want anybody thinking that's advice, or I want to push anybody any way or not. But you can learn a lot from other creators and have long form discussions about that as well, and how shorts can really help. So Mrs. VSNC09 is a creator that brings a lot of variety on their channel. You can see a lot of generosity in this creator with a lot of featured channels on their front page. They've got shorts, videos, and live streams. When we get to their content, they're fully monetized, including super chats and memberships available when we get there. Now, Mrs. VSNC09, half of the content that you'll find on this channel, maybe more, revolves around the royal family. So you can imagine that they are really having quite a couple of weeks here. So Mrs. VSNC09 does a great job of leading conversation on their channel, especially in their live streams, by staying well versed and up to date in their subject. And there's a lot going on with the royal family right now, so we can rely on Mrs. VSNC09 to keep us up to date with that as well. Thank you, everybody. Yes, for those thumbs up. If anybody hasn't already given one, I hope you will. If anybody's willing to swap playlists with each other for the purpose of gaining watch hours, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists in the chat. Other creators should reach out to you, and if you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody's free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. Torrey's Brain Games is up right now. We'll see what they've got going on their channel. 375 subscribers right now. This channel was Talk with Torrey. They recently renamed, because what they're doing on their channel are these games that are extremely interactive. They do a spectacular job of putting these, first of all, on the screen, but also allowing the chat to be engaged in these games. So they are fun for everybody. When I have visited them many times for live streams, I always find an engaged conversation going on, and a lot of people taking part in the games that they've got on their channel, which are made to exercise our mind at the same time. So it's fun and almost educational at the same time. Hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting to this generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter, and they have been that way here in the TuberChat family for quite some time now. Hopefully I haven't missed anybody coming into the chat. I certainly don't mean to. As long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everybody. Let me spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up here. I'm going to start trying to really move, because we've only got about 45 minutes left. I'll get through as many channels as we can. Ordered Steps is coming up right now. We'll see what they've got going on. They've actually been a member for quite some time. And pardon me if I've missed anything in the chat. If anybody's mentioned a question or a comment that you meant for me to see, just please mention it again with 3 thumbs up, or at mention TuberChat Connect and Grow. That should help me see it a little bit easier. I'll keep my eyes open and hopefully catch it the next time around. Ordered Steps is here with 189 subscribers, and they want to motivate us in a spiritual way. I'm just going to grab one of their latest videos. I'm going to put that in my catch-up list, because I can see I'm behind, and that will help me catch up with them and make sure I don't fall any farther behind. So let's spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up here. And Dark Swordsman Gaming is coming up. This is another creator who happens to be a member. Now, we always add members onto the wheel as soon as we see them in the chat, but the wheel and the screen are open to everybody. Today is an extremely busy day where it's taking an unreasonable amount of time, I know, to get onto the wheel or the screen from the chat, but in a little while we will add some names from our chat list. Dark Swordsman Gaming has 117 subscribers right now, and they do a little bit of Final Fantasy, Kingdom Hearts, and a bit more variety. So I'm just going to take this Final Fantasy replay and put this into my catch-up list. That will help me catch up a little bit. Looks like they're streaming just about every single day. I'm still getting to know their particular brand of content, but these games are extremely popular, so hopefully everybody will enjoy the variety that you find there. Alan's Awesome Keto World, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. There's all that fluff and stuff still in the house. Thank you for hanging out. Let me spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up here. Again, if anybody would like to swap playlists with each other for the purpose of gaining watch hours, please just simply say I am willing to swap playlists in the chat. Other creators should reach out to you, and if you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody's free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. The Bud Files are modern day archaeologists. They uncover history and digitally preserve it. Jake Away Day, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. Hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators here. Everybody will be willing to connect. Please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat. And if you take your time, meet people one by one and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description, you'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time, if that's what you would like. And then thank you, everybody, yes, for the shares on all the different social networks, whether it's on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Reddit, or anywhere else. I'll appreciate it greatly. It always sends incredible engagement signals into the YouTube algorithm, of course. The Bud Files has almost 700 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther. I see that they've got a brand new video about a museum coming up. I'm going to put my notification on for that, but I'm also going to take one of their latest videos and put this into my catch-up list so I can get caught up and make sure I don't fall too far behind. So hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with them. The Bud Files has been a generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter for quite some time, or a couple of supporters actually. And let's look at Baskets and Baskets Resale. This is a creator with 2 channels. Now, Baskets Resale is where they're going to show us how to marry the offline with the online so that we can buy and sell and make profit in places like eBay. And I'm just going to take their latest video here. They show us how to find great items and then as well how to turn some of these things around. So there's much to be learned from these creators, both here on this channel and their other one as well. As you can see, thrifting, garage sales, estate sales. They're officially on the road to 1K, so I'm hoping we'll get there soon enough for them. And then as well, when we look at Baskets, like I said, they have over 7,000 subscribers. We'll search for the channel here. Baskets is a short name for a channel. I'm just going to take their latest video here. They're actually out on location for this one. Oh, they had 7,000. They slipped below. They'll get it back anytime now. You know, of a creator this size, there must be much to be learned from them, as well as entertained and inspired by. Here they bring us outdoors more than anything else. There's some hiking and outdoor activities, product reviews, some of these shoes that they've been reviewing lately and things like that. But it's great to see them out on location as well. So hopefully everybody will enjoy that. Our featured channel for today, Operation Capsaicin, will be happy to see that, of course. And then let me spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up here. We're now starting to move a little bit faster than we were, which is great. And I think I'm going to get you to pardon me just for a quick second. We'll come back and look at coastal water. Let me get coastal water up here. I see Backlash Fisherman is coming in as well. Coastal Water has 233 subscribers right now. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards the 300 that they're thinking about. I was lucky to catch them for a live stream the other day, but I see they've done a couple of more. Hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with them. They seem to be streaming just about every single day lately, which is great to see. And I'm just going to hit their About page for a quick second here. A little bit of everything, including homesteading, cleaning, organizing, cooking, and devotionals. And hopefully everybody will enjoy that. But there's always an engaged conversation going on when they're live streaming as well. And Coastal Water has been a generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter for quite some time. So again, our featured channel for today is Operation Capsaicin. They're in the chat right now. Hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with them. They will show us not only peppers and how to grow them, but they will help us understand the different ones that we might enjoy, whether you're somebody who really likes the heat or if you're somebody who just likes the flavor. They can accommodate all of us, which is great to see, and they've been a wonderful supporter to TuberChat for a long, long time. I'm going to move that camera back. My dear goodness, it's right in my face when I lean in. And Scratch and PPA is coming up right now. I can't tell you how much Scratch and PPA does for TuberChat and for myself. It's extremely overwhelming, as a matter of fact. You know, I talked about it a couple of times today, but when you think about who might still be with you a year or two down the road, Scratch and PPA has been with TuberChat for over 400 episodes, if you can imagine. Now, I know not everybody could be here for 2 hours or 2.5 hours every time we stream, but can you imagine that? Imagine having somebody that is truly supporting you, but going over and above all the typical things that you talk about for over 2 years and over 400 times. That's on one channel. Not to mention the others. I can't even begin to tell you what Scratch and PPA has done both for myself and for TuberChat, let alone what everybody knows that he does for them as well. But he's had to pick up a lot of different mistakes, especially today. It's been a big day for that, but I really do appreciate that extra help. Scratch and PPA has been a beloved and dedicated moderator here in TuberChat for a very long time. On his channel, he does a specific brand of lottery ticket scratching, but with an interesting twist. It's interactive, and what that means is that you get the opportunity to vote on the content of next week's video if you follow Scratch and PPA on Instagram, Twitter, and or Facebook, which of course I do. It sets his series apart, makes it unique and a lot of fun to be a part of. He puts his videos out every Tuesday, always premieres at 12:15 Eastern, and what you'll find when you get there is an incredibly engaged an engaged chat, but it's really rapid fire, fast paced, high energy, one of the fastest rolling chats that you'll find on YouTube. It rivals those of Hilda DC or Garden State Gardener's Sunday Fun Day and things like that. So that also is a lot of fun to be a part of. What you'll notice as well is presentation from Scratch and PPA has been stellar from the very beginning. That's both in the thumbnails, avatar, banner, and in his video editing skills, which people have been impressed by from the very beginning. So hopefully everybody will connect with Scratch and PPA. You'll see that kind of support coming back to you as well. But Scratch and PPA is definitely a shining jewel here in the TuberChat family. Anybody will be well served to be connected to him. Rich Cat Ranch is coming up right now. We'll see what they've got going on as well. That's Richard and Kathy. And you will learn that quickly if you see the introduction video that they did, which I thought was great. That's a few months ago now. Rich Cat Ranch has got all kinds of different animals. Now they talk about their passion for animals, love for life, and respect for nature. That comes through in everything that they do. They do a live stream. I don't think I've managed to catch any of these. Friday is a really tight schedule for me, and I don't think I've caught any of these. I can't remember if I caught one or not. What I'm going to do is, instead of the Friday night live stream, I'm going to take the one here, second one. I thought I saw this. I thought I came in on this. I thought I caught them. So there was a stream a couple of days ago, and here we go. Yes, she was talking about this. She was trying to show the web that was there. I'm going to take this replay, though. I'm going to put that in my catch-up list, and you can see that they're fully monetized here. Lots of ways to support them, including super chats and memberships, all three types of content, of course, including shorts and videos in between the live streams. and hopefully everybody will enjoy that when you get there. They are here with us in TuberChat frequently. Krubby the Beagle, good to see you here. I see that channel out supporting others frequently as well when I'm bouncing in between premieres and live streams. I run into them all the time. Come Hither with Heather's here from Australia. Now, they've been here since the beginning of the stream, and that's about 2 hours ago, so I'm not sure if they're still with us right now. But they've got 671 subscribers. They bring us paranormal investigations and explorations of abandoned locations on their channel, along with a little bit more variety. I'm just going to grab their latest video and put it in my catch-up list. They are also an advocate for helping others grow and hit different milestones. They've actually done shout-out videos. I joined them for a very special video when we were talking about Scratch and PPA becoming monetized, which he has been for a while now. But it's wonderful to see that kind of generosity coming out of a creator. When we look at Werner's Adventures, we see that these two creators are partners. I'm just grabbing one of their latest videos, where they bring us more explorations of abandoned locations, and I've got that in my catch-up list so I can catch up with them as well. Pardon me again. I'm going to get you to pardon me just for another quick second here, and then we're going to come back right away with Angel Light Over Darkness 33. Let's see what Angel Light Over Darkness 33 has got going on. Dat Kid Zay, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in for the first time. Hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators here, and everybody will be willing to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat, and if you take your time, meet people one by one and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description, you'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time, if that's what you would like. Angel Light Over Darkness 33 is somebody who has been with me from the very beginning, since before TuberChat was even a thought, as a matter of fact, and that scales back now over 2.5 years. So again, I've mentioned it many times today, but if you wonder to yourself who's still going to be with you a year or two down the road, it's interesting to know, and I promise you, you can see the future just by knowing that there are enough generous creators, especially here in the TuberChat family, willing to support each other for that amount of time, that you already know that by connecting with a lot of these creators here, you'll end up having these same kind of stories to tell later on. Angel Light Over Darkness 33 is fully monetized. Lots of ways to support them, including super chats and memberships. When you get there, they've got a brand new banner on their channel. And Angel Light Over Darkness 33 does something very unique in their content, as a matter of fact. And then thank you, Don Ray B. Angel Light Over Darkness 33 brings us angel numbers. And you'll have to get to the channel to see what I'm talking about if you haven't seen this before. It's a very unique channel, even to this day, after 2.5 years, after TuberChat started just over 2 years ago. To see a channel like this that's giving us a little bit of insight as to what might be going on in your life, what might have been happening, what might be happening now, what might be to come. And it's a very long story. Perhaps one of these days we'll get a chance to really talk about this. But we still support each other as much as we can, Angel Light Over Darkness 33. And I've been lucky to have caught them a couple of times over the last month. And you see that I'm saying not just like a couple of times in the last couple of days, but it really becomes that much when you've got so many creators that you're following. But the last few times that I've been able to connect with them, especially over the last many months, it's interesting because when they talk about even myself, and they do this for everybody in their live streams, they talk about the angel numbers and things that might be going on. It's interesting to see how the predictions have come to fruition. And you'd have to go back and see this. That's the thing about the internet. It's all, you can't take it back. It's written in ink, right? So even when we're doing videos, things that we can document from months ago eventually come to fruition. We can go back and we can look at those records and say, wow, I can't believe this. But actually some of the things that were talked about came true more than anything else. And then we don't do any link drops here. Dat Kid Zay, basically everybody searches, finds, and clicks on each other. But the best success here in TuberChat, especially for anybody brand new, is to reach out to other creators, make the first move, support them first, and then they will come and support you in return. Many of the creators who have been here many times before will not go to a brand new channel that they see in the chat until they watch how you interact with others first. So Angel Light Over Darkness 33 happens to be a member. They had been put on the wheel right away. They're almost at 2,300 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther. I'm just going to take a stream replay to catch up with right now, but I'm hoping I can catch her again very soon. And Coastal Water, I think we looked at earlier, right? Did we look at Coastal Water's channel? Maybe I forgot to take them off the wheel. Let's have a quick look and see, and we will remember right away. Yeah, we looked at this channel earlier, so forgive me for that. And correct me if I'm wrong. I think we looked at it earlier. Yes, they're moving on 300 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther. We actually looked at them not too long ago. Sunday Night Crime Time is coming up. This is a second channel actually from Oracles and Beyond. Cassie has gotten together with her friend Molly. We know that true crime is a huge category in podcasting and now coming into the YouTube world as well. So Sunday Night Crime Time is where they're bringing us this type of content with 165 subscribers. They've started live streaming already. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards their next milestone of 200. And I'm just going to show you their other channel. And very much in a different way, Oracles and Beyond is also somebody I can describe almost similarly to the way that I did with Angel Light Over Darkness 33. Their channels and their content are completely different, but this creator can also give you some insight as to what's been going on in your life, what might be happening right now, and what might be to come. So I hope everybody will connect with them and see what I'm talking about here. I'm just going to take one of their shorter videos to catch up with here. They stream frequently. They've got other friends that will come up on panel as well. So often when you're at Oracles and Beyond, not only will you get free Oracle readings in the live streams, but you'll get more than one because they have other creators that come in and share content that way as well. They are fully monetized, lots of ways to support them, including super chats and memberships when we get there, and they're working on 1,800 subscribers right now, so I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther. I'm moving through channels now a little bit faster because we want to get to as many as we can in the next half hour, and then we'll see what's happening with Gloria's Platter and whether she might still be live when we are finished. We'll go and raid her. If not, we'll go somewhere else. But Warmstrong Adventures is here with 218 subscribers. Now, this is a creator that has brought us on a cruise. We're expecting, hopefully, some more travel-related content from this creator. And here they go. They're actually bringing us a lot of different stuff. I can't believe how behind I am right now. I'm just going to take one of their latest videos. I'm going to put this in my catch-up list. We have some more friends from Hawaii as well, but it's great to see that Warmstrong Adventures has been able to get out there, and I'm hoping to catch up with some of this content, and hopefully everybody will enjoy that. Now, Warmstrong Adventures is another creator who's been out supporting other creators like crazy. When I'm out bouncing in between premieres and live streams as much as I can, I've run into them frequently, and they're always engaging conversation as well. So it's wonderful to see that kind of generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter. And hopefully you'll connect with them so that you can get some of that support coming back to you as well. So let's spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up here. I've just cleaned out the wheel a little bit. We had a couple of channels that we'd already seen that were still on there. So we're moving a little bit quicker now, and it's time for me to add some names from our chat list to the wheel. Now, again, I've got a robot that helps me keep track of how active everybody's in the chat or been in the chat, and it's much more about how active you are than it is about how long you're here, right? So somebody who's active in the chat is going to get onto the wheel a lot faster, excuse me, a lot faster than somebody running the stream in the background. But of course, I'm sure that makes sense. If anybody hasn't already given a thumbs up for today's live stream, I hope you will. They really do help. I hope everybody's always giving each other thumbs up when you're out supporting each other. If you're on a phone, I know you have to turn the chat off to do it, but you don't lose your place. It only takes a moment. I will appreciate it greatly. Even I have to be reminded to give that thumbs up from time to time. Chris's Clever Craft is up here right now. A lot of featured channels on this creator's front page. It's actually exclusively featured channels. At the bottom of the front page, you'll find Tip the Table and Phasmonut, which are two more channels from Chris's Clever Craft. But we also see Kaiser Gaming YT. This is a channel they're aggressively working on right now, and they are doing a great job of posting frequently, multiple times a day. So what I'm assuming they do is that they do some gameplay, they chop up the videos and then post them frequently. They've got 81 subscribers right now. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther. And then when we get into Chris's Clever Crafts videos on his main channel, we see an interesting property. And we see that Chris's Clever Craft is often taking us for a look around. That could be indoors and outdoors. A lot of do-it-yourself videos, product reviews. He's gotten involved in shout-out videos and more variety. Sometimes there's a story to be told, and he's broken into series as well, where he's shown us a little bit more aspect of his life, and we get a great chance to get to know this creator. I've had a wonderful time getting to know them. They've been a great friend for a long, long time. They are an advocate for helping others grow their channels and hit different milestones as well, so you'll meet more friends and family members through Chris's Clever Craft as soon as you connect with them. Day One Adventures, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. And then let's spin the wheel one more time. And I did say I was going to get some names from our chat list onto the wheel. So Fanatic Guide, of course, is going to be added right away. Fanatic Guide is somebody who has been incredibly supportive on all of my channels, and I appreciate that greatly. We've been lucky to reconnect over the last little while. Backlash Fisherman's in the house as well. We've got them up on the screen right now. I'm just going to look for another couple of channels that I can add. Hope Bus will be added to the wheel right now. And let me see if I can get one more. Trina's Motivation will be added to the wheel. And then we'll spin soon enough. We'll get through as many channels as we can in the next 25 minutes. And what we're looking at right now, I see that Gloria's Platter actually moved their live stream, so we will be able to raid them. They're going to start at the time that we're finishing. So, like I said, we've still got about 25 minutes or so. Backlash Fisherman is going to bring us a lot more than fishing. They actually stream a lot, sometimes multiple times a day, as a matter of fact. I'm just going to take one of their latest ones, put it into my catch-up list here. It's hard to stay caught up with this creator because they post so frequently. They've got over 1,200 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther, and they're fully monetized. Lots of ways to support them, including super chats and memberships. They've been a generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter to TuberChat for quite some time. Like I said, you'll get a lot more than fishing on this channel, a lot of engaged conversation with this creator, especially during those ride-along live streams. If anybody in the house would like to swap playlists with each other for the purpose of gaining watch hours, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists in the chat. Other creators should reach out to you. If you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody's free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. Zombie Prepper is up right now with over 1,700 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther, and they have got shorts and videos. Let me just double check if this creator's got live streams. Yes, of course they do. So all three types of content on this channel. Now, I'm still getting to know this creator, but I'm just going to take one of their latest videos from a couple days ago, put this into my catch-up list. That will help me catch up a little bit. And then prepping, homesteading, gardening, food preservation, solar and backup power, and many other do-it-yourself products and things on this channel. So hopefully everybody will enjoy the variety that you find when you get there, as well as the support that comes back from a creator like this. They've actually been making frequent appearances here in TuberChat lately. So let me spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up here. We're going to see what Chef Getty has got going on. They are our brand newest member, as a matter of fact. And we'll see what's happening with their channel. Members always get added onto the wheel as soon as we see them in the chat. Now, this is a brand new creator for TuberChat. So, oh, there is that Nora the Stock Explorer right there. on their first video, which is really, really cool. Pardon me. My goodness, that made me flinch immediately. Pardon me. Oh goodness, I'm just getting over a cough. I'll be over it in another couple of days, I'm sure. That's great to see. Now, in real life, collaborations are wonderful. I really enjoy connecting with creators, but it's great to see this kind of thing. It's always heartwarming for me to see friendships that are made and then those turning into in real life meetups and friendships and things like that. So, Chef Getty is here right now with 928 subscribers, so already on the road to 1K. Now, I don't watch, excuse me, pardon me, this is one of the reasons why we keep the live streams here to 2.5 hours, because my voice can't take any more than that, especially when we're doing usually 4 a week, but we'll try to fight through the next 20 minutes or so. So Chef Getty, I don't watch videos or subscribe while I live stream. What I'm going to do is take one of your latest videos, the 16-minute one. I'm going to add this into my watch later list. What that will allow me to do is after the live stream today, I'll go through my watch later list. I'll watch your video in full. I'll leave you a meaningful, genuine comment related to the content of that video. I'll give you a thumbs up, subscribe, and turn your notification bell on. That should make our connection stick, and then hopefully you're subscribed to TuberChat as well and have our notification bell on so you don't miss our further live streams. We're always here Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, but the times change so that we can meet different creators from around the world in different time zones. Mo6510 Models is in the house. You'll have to forgive me. He's from the UK, and I can't remember for the life of me how many subscribers he has. I believe he crossed 11,000, and for some reason the last time I was at the channel, I think I was surprised to see it was farther than I had even thought. So forgive me for that again. Mo6510 Models is an incredibly generous creator willing to share their knowledge and experience with other creators. He's actually reached out with a generous idea to have a discussion where we can share his journey and what it has taken to get beyond the 10,000 mark, which he's now blown right by, of course. Yarning for a Smile, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. Hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators here. Everybody will be willing to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat. And if you take your time, meet people one by one and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description, you'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time if that's what you would like. Hope Bus is coming up right now, and I see Four Corners Custom Products just dropped a super chat on us, so thank you for that. I really do appreciate that. They've done that countless times, as a matter of fact. And Yarning for a Smile is working on their community tab right now. Mo6510 Models, thank you so much for that super chat. I really do appreciate that. They have done that countless times. But we're going to look at their channel right after Four Corners Custom Products. For that reason, Hope Bus is up right now. This is a neighbor just from about a half an hour away, as a matter of fact. They live in the next town north. I happen to be close to Niagara Falls in Ontario, Canada. It's funny when I describe to people, what do you mean when you say like close to Niagara Falls, is when you get to Niagara Falls, if you're coming from the north, like let's say from the next major city, Toronto, right? And you're heading this way, when you get to the sign that says welcome to Niagara Falls, it's still 15 minutes. So, you know, sometimes people, if I come from Toronto, they'll be like, oh, that's quite a drive. I'm like, yeah, it is quite a drive, as a matter of fact. But I always enjoy it. Now, Hope West is pretty close, and they live in a beautiful town, which I've actually visited. They've given us a look around there, and I've done the same thing, as a matter of fact, in a live stream. But we're going to go and visit them. Kristen and I had the pleasure of visiting them not too long ago. We met both Terry and Vicky, and hope to get over there to film or stream again within the next couple of weeks. And they've got over 400 subscribers right now. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards the 500 that we'll see their community tab pop up as well. They do a bit of variety on their channel. They're always motivating with the idea of healthy living, healthy eating. But the Hope Bus is a special project that they've got on their channel, and we hope to bring you a look at that. They do it all the time on their channel as well. I was hoping one of these videos would roll over, but you get a look at what they're doing with the Hope Bus. There's an inside look right there, and we hope to go and take you for a tour sometime soon as well. So hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with them. Extremely generous, loyal, and dedicated supporters. Thank you to Stock Explorer for letting me know. I think that Gloria's Platter actually had just started. Oh, maybe I'm mistaken. They'll be starting soon. Let me just see what I missed here. Oh, okay, that's okay. They were actually looking for something else. I was mistaken. Four Corners Custom Products dropped a super chat on us. They've done that countless times. So we're just looking at their channel right now. And then we'll get back to spinning the wheel in another moment. We still got about 15 minutes. We'll get through as many channels as we can before we go over and raid Gloria's Platter, who will have delicious looking content for us. One of the things I really enjoy about Gloria's Platter's live streams is that she puts consideration into preparing. So while she shows us ingredients and a full meal or dish from beginning to end, including the prep, she actually has everything ready for us so that the entire live stream is engaging. Really, really cool stuff. I hope you'll stick around with us for that. You'll be able to meet more friends and family members during her live chat, the same way that we do here. Dixie Cuddle Fitness, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. Four Corners Custom Products has over 3,000 subscribers now. They're just dropping another super chat on us there for Intro to Mills. I'll actually put that channel up right away with Four Corners Custom Products, and then we'll look at Mo6510 Models right after that, because we often look at Four Corners Custom Products and Intro to Mills together. This creator is fully monetized, with super chats and memberships available when we get there. What we find from Four Corners Custom Products is just about anything that can be printed. That can be hats, t-shirts, mugs, tumblers, vinyl stickers, and it's wonderful to see that we've got a channel in the TuberChat family. We've got a couple actually, but Four Corners Custom Products is able to show us the value created in making this kind of merchandise and a behind the scenes look at how it is made. Not to mention, we can use their channel as a resource when it comes to thinking about this kind of merchandise for our own channels and businesses as well. I'm just grabbing one of their latest videos. They've got a bit more variety here as well, putting that into my catch-up list so I can get caught up with them. And I often say about any creator with 3,000 subscribers or more that there's much to be learned from them, as well as inspired by and entertained by. When we look at Intro to Mills, if I spell it properly, we look at Intro to Mills. Oh goodness. What did I do here? Why am I misspelling this so badly? We've seen this channel 100 times. There they are, Intro to Mills. They got a new avatar, maybe a new banner as well. I forget the last time we saw that. Huntophobia Canada, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. They bring us paranormal investigations, and as a matter of fact, I've actually gone out for in real life meetups with Huntophobia Canada for 3 different paranormal investigations. One of those I did a behind the scenes look on my channel as well. So Intro to Mills is here, an official music channel with over 1,000 subscribers as well. I'm just going to take one of their latest music videos. I'm going to put this into my catch-up list, and hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with them. Like I said, an official music channel, and then Four Corners Custom Products dropped an extra super chat so that we would have a look at this channel. Hendrickson Family Farm, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. And let's see what we have got going on from Mo6510 Models as well. If anybody in the house would like to swap playlists with each other for the purpose of gaining watch hours, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists in the chat. Other creators should reach out to you, and if you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody's free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. Now, forgive me, Mo6510 Models, I didn't want to say they were over 1,200 subscribers, even though I thought it, because I couldn't remember for the life of me whether it was 12 or 13 or if I was going to be wrong. But look at the growth of this channel. Mo6510 Models has been with us for quite some time. They come to us from the UK, and they bring all three types of content, shorts, videos, and live streams. You'll often find them at the workbench working on models, but they have so much experience in this that they're actually able to talk to us about the different companies, brands, models, and tools and supplies needed in this type of, I want to say industry, but let's say niche, right? So this creator also happens to be extremely generous when it comes to the idea of sharing knowledge about their YouTube journey in particular. And some of what we've talked about here in TuberChat has come from experiments that Mo6510 Models has shared with us over a long period of time now. It's actually getting on probably 2 years. And this creator is fully monetized, lots of ways to support them, including super chats and memberships. But boy, was I way off when I said that they were over 11,000 subscribers. They are getting close to 14,000 now. So we have seen this channel blow right past 10,000 subscribers. And actually, this channel is specifically the reason why I changed the intro to TuberChat, where I used to say if you are under 10,000 subscribers. Now I say whether you are working on 1,000, 2,000, or even 10,000 subscribers and beyond. I changed the speech specifically for Mo6510 Models. And oh goodness, yeah, Bob Mackey's. I feel like I recognize that name, even though I can't say I'm familiar with exactly what that is, but Huntophobia Canada's got something interesting going on in Nashville, which is great to see. Nashville is a very much loved town, that's for sure. We've got YouTuber friends there now too. Trina's motivation is coming up right now. We'll see what they've got going on for us. We've still got another 9 minutes or so before Gloria's Platter goes live, and then we'll go over there and raid. Trina's motivation has 412 subscribers right now. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards the 500 that they're thinking about. This is another creator that seeks to motivate, but they bring a bit of variety on their channel. A lot of streaming just about every single day, as a matter of fact, so hopefully everybody will enjoy that. When we look at Trina's motivation, they start caring for themselves, and they're seeing excellent results. They want to share that with us, and then they will motivate us. Particularly, it looks like they started talking about their hair from some damage that had originally happened, but you can see a lot more here going on, and I actually caught them the other day. They want to motivate us in a spiritual way as well, so there's always an engaging conversation going on during their live streams also. And let's spin the wheel. We'll see what's coming up with Hilda DC. She's a very much loved and well-respected creator. I felt bad because the other day she planned to do a live stream. I forget what night that was. And we were ready to go, and she just ended up coming on late, apparently, this one here. And I had actually, I think, called it a night just before she started. But Hilda DC's up here and officially on the road and getting dangerously close to 2K, as a matter of fact. So I'm hoping we can push her a little bit farther. She is part of our moderator squad and has been for a very long time. She's an extremely motivating and encouraging creator. She is one of the most encouraging creators that I've met. Her positivity is unbelievable. She's incredibly strong-willed as both a person and a creator, but her how do I say, her the way that she stands up for her not just her supporters, but let's say her YouTube family and extended out to basically all YouTube creators, is just, she really is a shining jewel both in the TuberChat family and in the YouTube world as well. Her positivity and motivation is just unmatched, and you see that in her content. a lot of positive affirmations come through her content, both in special effects on the screen as well as from the creator herself. She even gets one of the robots involved. You'll find that. Now, she does a lot of mukbang style challenges and product reviews in her content, but she actually expands into all types of variety. I forget for the life of me her heaviest hitting shorts video, but Hilda DC does a lot of work with those as well and has had some great success. But she brings all three types of content, including shorts, videos, and a lot of live streams. Some of those are random, so she'll have other creators come up on StreamYard panels. She also hops in with other people on their StreamYard panels as well and shares content in that way. Home Bartending with John is here. That's a creator who takes requests on their channel, as a matter of fact. And then, thank you, Dixie Cuddle Fitness. I do appreciate every moment everybody can spend. If you haven't already given a thumbs up for today's live stream, I hope you will. We're doing really well today, but I do appreciate those. They really do help. Hilda DC will do mukbang style challenges both in videos and live streams, but like I said, is also willing to host StreamYard panels and hop in on other people's StreamYard panels as well. So hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with her. Of course, she's fully monetized. Lots of ways to support her, including super chats, and as you can see, memberships as well when we get there. Day One Adventures, I hope I welcomed you earlier. I know you came in. I put you on the wheel right away. They happen to be a member, but we've got them coming up right now. We'll see what they've been doing on their channel. Day One Adventures, they say every day can be an adventure, and they bring us on a lot of their own. I'm just going to take one of their latest videos. This is really cool, relaxing ride along the riverfront with solo guitar music. I'm going to put that in my catch-up list. That will help me stay caught up with this creator. And then as well, they just happen to be a curious explorer. They travel to amusement parks, one-wheel adventures. Relaxing drone videos are found here, as well as local community events in the Wilmington, Delaware area. So hopefully everybody will enjoy that. Day One Adventures has been incredibly supportive, both here and on our copyright-free music channel as well. You're going to hear that when we go over into Gloria's Platters live stream to raid her shortly, because she uses our copyright-free music in the background all the time. For those of you who haven't already seen it, all the same music that you hear in the background of TuberChat is available as copyright-free music that you can use in your videos and live streams. We have a separate channel set up for that, and all of the music is available on all the major platforms as well. Prometheus Silence, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. Camp Silky is up right now. They give you a tour of their double life, as a matter of fact. It's interesting to see the group of girls here on Camp Silky and the different types of renovations and constructions that they do. I think we featured this channel not too long ago, and when I was going through a lot of their content to get to know the channel a little bit better, I really took a look inside Camp Silky and what they had been building, which is really, really cool, and I hope you'll go and see what I'm talking about. I'm just going to take one of their latest videos here. I'm going to take one from a couple of weeks ago and put this in my catch-up list. That will help me catch up a little bit. I see I fell behind a little bit, but hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with them. And there you go. Between Lower Michigan and life at Camp Silky in Upper Peninsula, Michigan. Home improvement, building, do-it-yourself products. And it's interesting to see what they've done. I had a great time going through their content when we were featuring them. We feature a different channel every single day here on TuberChat. Operation Capsaicin is featured today, and we talked about that channel at the beginning of the live stream, where they help you understand capsaicin in particular and how to determine what types of products or peppers might be enjoyable regardless of your heat tolerance. So Tag for Short is up right now. We'll see what they've got going on their channel. It's an official music channel, but they do a lot of other variety here as well. Official artist channel is what I should say. They've got almost 1,200 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther. I'm just going to grab one of their latest videos and put this into my catch-up list. and then they're working on monetization right now. If anybody in the house would like to swap playlists with each other for the purpose of gaining watch hours, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists in the chat. Other creators should reach out to you. If you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody's free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. We're rifling through the last few channels here. We've been on for 2.5 hours now. I do want to get through these last 3 channels. Fanatic Guide is coming up right now. Now, we're going to head over to Gloria's Platters live stream in a couple of minutes. I should have been dropping the link and I haven't done that yet. Let me get that right now. And I'll pin it. You're going to be able to meet more friends and family members over there the same way that we are here in their live chat. They always allow and encourage everybody to connect with others. And we'll head over there together. Anybody can run over there right away if you'd like to. She's going to be on in another couple of minutes, and then we'll all go over there and raid soon. And then, yeah, Polly 180 Animation Studios. Today's a very busy day. I know that it's a long wait to get onto the wheel and the screen, but I always put channels up in an order determined by the robot that I have in the background here called Bottissimo, which, as you can see, keeps track of how active everybody is in the chat, as well as how long they've been here. So it's not just about being here. I do appreciate every moment everybody can spend, but creators who are really engaging the chat, having conversation, and supporting others are always going to be put on the wheel in order. Fanatic Guide is up right now. This is another creator who's incredibly supportive on all of my channels. Of course, it's gaming here, but there's actually a lot more. This creator's had a few unboxing, product review, and almost do-it-yourself type of helpful videos that have really moved. We see over 20,000, 30,000, 40, even 70, and now this is going to be the first video to hit 100,000 views for this creator, which is an incredible accomplishment. I'm just going to set my notification for their premiere coming up in another tomorrow actually, and I'm going to take one of their latest videos and put this into my catch-up list. That will help me catch up a little bit. And they're fully monetized, lots of ways to support them, including super chats and memberships. When we get there, we can see that this creator is closing in on 3,000 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther. And then Yearning for a Smile. Yeah, the wheel is something that's popular. I'll never even remember who I originally saw that from. Lots of creators are using that now for a lot of different types of giveaways and channels similar to TuberChat and things like that. But today's an unbelievably busy day for a couple of reasons. First of all, I was able to get out and support a lot of creators a lot more than I have been in the last couple of months this week, which is great. That always helps. But as well, TuberChat wasn't here last weekend. I was under the weather, just about better now, but we're back now, and that means that it was kind of missed for a few days, and so we're overwhelmingly busy today. Tomorrow should be a little bit more regular for a Sunday. Monday certainly will be as well. It doesn't always take 2.5 hours to get onto the wheel or the screen. We get through as many channels as we can every day, but most often we can't get to every single channel every single day. So Serenity Studio Art is here with 3,200 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them towards the 3,300 they're going to be thinking about. And again, I say it often, but for any channel over 3,000, you know that there's much to be learned from these creators, as well as entertained and inspired by, because of the experience and the journey that they've gone through. Now, of course, they're fully monetized with super chats and memberships available when we get there. I think they've got a brand new banner and avatar here as well. And one of the things that we see from Serenity Studio Art is incredible generosity coming out of the channel. But going back in, they have an incredibly engaging series of happy dance videos when they get things like super chats as well. It's worth following the channel just to see that fun element, but there's always engaged conversation going on here. They've got a lot of artist friends. Sometimes they're on panel with others. Sometimes they do game nights and a lot of other variety on the channel as well. So let's spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up here, Levice TV. Good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. And then, like I said, we always get through as many channels as we can here on TuberChat, but I know it's a long wait, so I really do appreciate every moment everybody has spent. The truth is The action really happens in the chat. That's why the channel's called TuberChat, not Tuber Guy or Tuber Wheel or Tuber Talk or any of that stuff, because we want to make sure that the focus is always on the conversations in the chat. I just put channels on the screen here because it's something to do for 2 hours while we're connecting with each other, and it gives me a chance to get to know the channels, introduce them to people. Over time I get to know them, and you get to know the most active channels here in the TuberChat family when we do that. And then thank you everybody. Yeah, it's just I'm almost better. I'm almost 100%. I've just got this lingering cough. I'm sure we've all had it at some point in our life, where it gets 1% better every day until finally it disappears. I'm almost there. Love Ice TV, thank you for the super chat. I really do appreciate that. For that reason, we're going to make that the last channel that we look at. Right now, we're looking at Home Bartending with John. They do a lot of reviews on their channel, but what you're going to find here, and I find so compelling and interesting about this channel, is that they bring us the ability to make different types of popular cocktails in different variations. So they might show you how to make something quickly with a couple of ingredients, and then as well they'll show you a more traditional way, as well as they start to get involved in a lot of the movie, television shows, other pop culture that might show variations of some of the popular cocktails that are out there. They take requests. They've actually done a couple specifically for me, which I really do appreciate. You can see the elaborate home bar setup, and I'm really interested to see what's going to happen with this channel. So 121 subscribers right now. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards the 200 we know they're thinking about. And the last channel that we're going to look at for today is Love Ice TV. I'm just going to drop a link for Gloria's Platters Raid. I'm not sure if that link came out right. Let me replace that. There it is. And then anybody can hop over there anytime. I am going to leave this live stream running for an extra 3 minutes so that we can clean up our connections here. And then we'll go over and raid Gloria's Platter. You'll be able to meet more friends and family members the same way that we are here. She always allows and encourages that. Love Ice TV has over 8,600 subscribers. They're fully monetized. Lots of ways to support them, including super chats and memberships. When we get there, I'm just going to take their latest video, add this into my catch-up list. That will help me to get caught up with them and make sure I don't fall any farther behind. So thank you everybody for the time that you spent. I really do appreciate every moment everybody can spend here. Please don't forget to give us a thumbs up on the way out. Give Gloria's Platter a thumbs up on the way in. While you're in there, you can let her know that you want to swap playlists with her if you'd like to. She's a big advocate for that and is working on watch hours right now. So thanks everyone, and we'll see you over there. Bye-bye.